G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is a Bloodied Prime Gatling Plasma with 25% faster fire rate and +1 perception, major and minor legendary effects respectively. Special thanks to BRB Cats on Fire for hooking me up with this piece. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. So anyways, Gatling Plasmas, they haven't been on the channel for quite a while. I've been putting these energy weapons on the back burner because I just didn't want to contribute to the spawn-destroying epidemic of leaving goo piles everywhere, but I recently found a fix to that. In short, if you clean up all of the items out of the goo pile, it'll actually allow it to respawn as normal. So off camera, I won't actually make you sit through it all. I'll just clean up all of the goo piles that I might or might not make, just so it can facilitate actual spawn. And hopefully, by leading by example, not that you'll see it, we can actually get that to the community to actually get off their lazy asses and do that before Bethesda hopefully gets a fix on that. So with the Prime Receiver doing 61 damage, which may not seem like a whole lot to be honest, but once we get this thing going with Nerd Rage, Adrenal Reaction, and also the Bloodied Legendary effect, that'll proportionally increase to quite a bit. We'll go back to the weapon workbench to show that off once I've actually got this thing kicking to its maximum damage. But let's go ahead and create some perks first. Or create some perks. No, we're not creating them, we're just installing them. So let's actually make sure we chuck on all of the Heavy Gunner perks. I think I missed Expert Heavy Gunner. There it is. Just look for the big old miniguns on the pictures and you'll find it. And Bloody Messes there too, because I'm not going without that extra little bit of damage. So 112 damage. I believe you get around 90-ish damage if I cast my mind back. Like I said, I haven't used a Gatling Plasma in bloody ages, but yeah, it's a pretty solid start. Okie dokie, note that health bar there, getting a Nerd Rage threshold up and running. 348 damage per bullet. Yep, that's quite a lot of DPS. And taking a look at this thing on the workbench, Prime Receiver versus Standard. Okay, that's actually not all that much at all, is it? Wow, okay, so the guides will tell you that putting a Prime Receiver on a Gatling Plasma isn't all that great, and I guess that's proof. Unless you're going queen hunting, and why would you? You can just use something broken like a bloodied power attack fucking meat hook or whatever and use that instead. But yeah, that's interesting. Wow, I didn't actually expect that. I thought it'd be a lot more. Now, what I do find particularly odd about that is I believe that regular Prime Receivers incur plus 25% more damage, but that's not with everything, because I know for a fact shotguns with Prime Receivers do on par damage with hardened receivers, so no point in using them. Also, again, since the update, you've got those little things in the screen to just know what you're shooting at, I suppose, and ooh. Oh, I love that bug. I'm looking forward to running into that every 2 seconds, but we'll just keep on going. Alright, that's one goo pile there. We'll make sure we just pick everything up out of that. Alright, so here, I'm going to explain this more whilst I'm here. So notice how the goo pile is labelled as Super Mutant Warlord. If we pinch everything from that, and we come back to it a little bit later, we'll just kill these Super Mutants in the meantime. Also, we're getting laser gun. Okay, that's still laser gun, impacts out of that, which is really stupid, and we're going to run our carry rate into the ground by doing this, by the way. Okay, he's still a Super Mutant Warlord, but the other day I had it actually turn into a goo pile, so wow, there's actually a lot going on here. So yeah, I'm going to come back in a second. I'll leave it in a big old baggie if anyone wants to pick it up if they're here a little bit later, but yep, not too bad so far. 474 damage. Incredible DPS, but unfortunately is held back because energy weapons don't work with anti-armor things like stabilized or the anti-armor legendary effect even, so we're missing out a little bit. This is why you'll typically see players who actually know what they're doing using miniguns instead. Fuck you, barrel fucking bugs. I'm gonna blow up the truck in anger. Going to hold down the trigger now because slowing down my shooting is not a good idea. And we only had 250 bullets in that. We should have a little bit more now because these are ultralight plasma cores crafted using Ammo Smith, which actually still gives you more. It doesn't double your amount of things that you get, rather it just gives you an extra charge or an extra shot amount in your Gatling Plasma, which is pretty good. So no need to reload, we'll move straight inside. And we've drawn some spawns off the bat, which is really good. So let's begin on these guys, and I'll just make a mental note of all of the goo piles that I created out of this, so that I might go go back and clean up after myself like any worthy Fallout 76 player should. It'll just be annoying to do that on stream if people are watching, so I might just avoid energy weapons on stream, otherwise I'd have to fucking go back every 2 minutes and clean up after myself. And no, I'm not joining your team, Mr. Random Guy, and I really hope you're not in here, because I prefer to play solo. There we go. We'll keep on going now with these super mutants. Charge up the barrel. There we go. No use on aiming down sights at this close range. We've got stabilized to increase that hipfire accuracy anyway. And even though we were staggered, using a rotary barrel weapon, unless you're in third person, means you can keep on firing, which is great. I can't believe we're almost 12 patches in and they still haven't changed the fucking impacts. The impacts should not be red. That's the Gatling laser impacts. They should be green and plasmery, not green and not red and lasery. I guess they're red and lasery if you've got color blindness, but well, actually I do. So there's my excuse. And quickly hose down this bloke. 35 left. Should be able to finish that guy off. I got distracted from that. I've got 15 left, so might as well just run the thing dry so I don't have a fucking dead weight. 3 shots in my Gatling plasma in my core. It's always good to do that. And you don't have to actually unequip the weapon and re-equip it to actually make it refill. You can just unequip and re-equip the perks, which takes longer, which is why I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're in the heat of battle and you really can't. Also, apparently, despite using up a full fusion or full core there, and something else to try out, I've got this repair ball head. I wonder if that'll actually increase our plasma cores. Now, it does say fusion cores, so I'm guessing not, but whatever. Who even cares about our accuracy stat? I care about suppression. Suppression, damn it. Unfortunately, that's not really a mechanic in this game. It'd be cool if you could... I don't know, if the AI was a little bit more switched on, a little bit more smart, a little bit more clever. What you could do is like hold them around corners, just like suppressing them, and I guess it'd work better if it was a team game, but I ain't running around with no team. I'm an epic lone wolf gamer. No, I just prefer playing alone because I have a real life charisma of 2 and I don't work well with others. Or maybe I just prefer playing games when there's not a lot of people around. Alright, we're still not done yet. Apparently whatever super mutant is still remaining out there isn't going to be showing up anytime soon. I think I missed the dude and his doggo inside this center bit here, so yeah, we've actually cleared out the hell room pretty quick there. And yeah, it's old mate over here. And we've got a doggo. Make sure we clean up that guy's fucking goo pile as well. And we are basically done here, aren't we? Or maybe I just missed this fellow. Okay, now he's dead. Alright, to make sure that we're in the same server so I can test my cleaning up theory on goo piles a little bit later, I have elected to take on Swan now because someone else is at the ghouls, so fuck them for getting in my way, but it's all in the name of science. So that's a microscope actually, that it's got fiber optics. I can make my Gatling laser better because it's got fiber optics in it now. Alright, let's get stuck into these crabby dudes here, and apparently the queen's already out and about, so hang on, we've only got 10. Should probably reload actually. We'll get rid of that dead weight later. Alright, let's see if we can't take him out in all one big burst. This one's got more bullets in it. I think the plasma trick, or the Gatling laser trick of fusion core magazine expansion kind of worked there, which is kind of weird, but let's just get you out of the way, Queenie. Yes, stagger chance. I think that was either... I hope that was One Gun Army, because that means that One Gun Army does work with this particular perk. Also, clean you up, and you should be okay to respawn, don't you worry. And by the way, if I find out, and I will know, if I find out that you're using energy weapons and not cleaning up after yourself, I'll shoot you with this. I'll spawn into your game, teleport behind you, say nothing personal, kid, and fucking mag dump you with this, and then I'll turn you into a goo pile, but I won't loot your goods, so you'll never respawn, and you'll have to buy a new copy of Fallout 76. You have been warned. And let's see what the Train Yard Smash has produced for us today, other than a lovely mushroom cloud background, which honestly Look at those mushroom clouds. It doesn't look like a mushroom cloud, it looks like a dust storm. I know that's probably, they don't look like those big old mushrooms IRL, but come on, it's a video game. We can get him from here, you'll see. Hey, remember when Bethesda said they'd give us private servers? Found mine, boys. Look, not a single soul in here right now, unless those people are in here, but, well, I'm third, so there might be some people around here, but they're not presently in my presence. Also, since I did switch a server, let me just pull this thing out again, pop a quick reload just to top up, and it looks like we've drawn a few snallies, which are scorched. Interesting. Now, these guys are kind of interesting, and they fucking hit hard. Look out for them. They're not nothing. I'm thinking that they're lower level than glowing snallies. Probably just got whacked by a scorched beast before I got here some point on this server, and make sure you do pay these guys a little bit of respect because they will fuck you up. You don't know the power of a snally. They're pretty strong, so make sure you do keep your distance. They do have a loogie attack. If you sit still, they will huck loogies at you, which is unfortunate because it can kill you, and they've got a pretty nasty melee attack. They're kind of they're not bad in terms of cryptids. I feel like they're a good balance of fairness and also difficulty. So they're not overly tanky, but if you don't pay them any mind, they will destroy you very, very quickly. It's one of the better cryptids, I think. The rest of them are actually pretty lame, and I think the Snelly is overlooked when it comes to cryptids because they're a little bit numerous, but I reckon they work well. So whoever designed the Snelly is a good job, I guess. Alright. Time to fight some ghouls and basically mag dump the entire thing. What have we got? We appear to have charred boys, which, yeah, they don't stand up to a bloodied Gatling plasma all that much, do they? Also, just clear you out. Ah, a bobby pin. Well, that's nice and light. No excuse for not clearing out ghoulies. They don't carry 20-pound assault rifles on them, so, yeah. Be sure to scrutinize any player that doesn't go around cleaning up after themselves. Just scrutinize at your own discretion. So far we've been quite lucky. We've only created one of them, and there's a legendary, and he wasn't turned into a goo pile, so that's nice. Fucking limb damage on a goddamn melee weapon. It's so shit. I hate it so much. Also, I'm gonna grab these because I kind of need the caps. All right. Old mate manager is dead. He turned into a goo pile, so let's just clean his shit up. And there you go. You should be able to respawn now, given enough time. What the fuck? Oh, I thought that was an enemy for a second. Hang on, that was only a Roma. Well, bless your little cotton socks. Yeah, we're totally done here. So, it was really quick in this place, would you believe? Because if you can kill them in 3 shots and it fires as fast as it does, well, you don't have to be a genius to figure out what's going to happen there. Who's that? It is a dead thing. Done with ghouls yet. I want to kill some more. So here we are just outside of the regular place, and we can just hold down a choke point as easy as that. If only we could have something like a Gatling plasma in XCOM, we could kill all the aliens in one big old burst. Wow, imagine if bloodied weapons existed in XCOM. Also, time to create a fireworks display. Happy 4th of July! Hang on, what day is it? Is it always the same day? It's the 10th of... Wait, it's the 23rd of October. Is that usually... It usually stays at this one date, even though the day-night cycles happen. I think the clocks are broken. It's the millennium bug of the Fallout... Okay, that guy's super suppressed, so we can kill him. But like I said, it's the millennium bug of the Fallout universe. The Pip-Boy clocks don't work and all of your Pip-Boys explode. Or maybe, again, Fallout 76 is just a vault simulation. We're all being had. That's why everything's broken, because the simulation... the simulation is broken, so the game within the game is broken, and we're being played for fools here. Oh shit, it's a sheep squatch, and he's slowed my movements down. That's annoying. I don't like how he does that. Here, despite how much damage we ought to be doing, he's a tanky bastard and is taking these shots pretty well. Like, it slows you down fucking heaps in power armor, even more than it ought to. Shouldn't be too much of a problem though, just gotta hold down the trigger, and you'll surely die. Yeah, a lot of good screaming did you there, mate. And I even got 20 cents for it. Thanks, Bethesda. Now, you're probably wondering why I haven't used this thing in VATS. It's got that one perception after all, right? Well, that was a mole rat. That didn't count, but we got 2,000 damage on him. Okay. The problem is you just can't sustain it. That's the issue with it. So what we'll do is we'll take out these bastards, we'll take out these dudes, and then we'll move on to some giant flying rats. That's right, I'm not even going to call them bats anymore. They're just rats with wings, I'll tell you that much. And nobody's on this server, so I don't think they'll be mine, but I'll probably clean that up off screen. Anyways, so there's a Scorch Beast over there. Let's start lighting him up. We've got plenty of ammo capacity at our disposal. He's decided to land already. I'm thinking we got a proc of one gun army there, I think. It clipped his wing and he decided to land right then and there, which made that fight exceedingly easy to us, by the way. And I might just keep firing here because I want bullet shield to be up, because there's quite a lot of hostiles on screen right now. Hang on, I'm hearing another one. Okay, he immediately drops. Well, guess what? You're getting this fucking hipfire treatment. Just in the nick of time. Okay, looks like that one will get away, unfortunately, because I'm out of bullets. Maybe if I was a little bit more conscientious about my ammo usage, I would have been able to kill him as soon as he was crawling out of his Satan hole, but that's okay. We can deal with whatever we have here. Let's take out these blokes first. Let's get out of that acid because it's dangerous. And I got sludge lung. I got staggered from... Oh, Wendigo. He would have given me sludge lung, the bastard. Yeah, Scorched Wendigos. Normally ghouls... I think ghouls are one of the things you grab blood for that scorched inoculation. That, wolves, and also mole rats. But I've seen scorched mole rats, and I'm pretty sure the Wendigo is a type of ghoul, right? That's why all of the ghouls and Wendigos are mates. You see this in White Springs. Well, apparently they're not immune to it anymore, so I guess we're really fucked. What's happening over there? It's a Deathclaw. Take this, albino Deathclaw. I say albino because some fucker got triggered last time I said albino. Does it ever occur to you that linguistics might change from country to country? We generally don't tend to use the word so for either, and we measure with a much better system. It's called the metric system. Millimeters. Oh, hello. Oh, that was a good thing I had bullet shield. Oh, no, I'm not even going to acknowledge that broadside as a drop. I'm just going to leave it. You can have that in death. You'll need it in the afterlife. So as you can tell there, a full burst and come up nothing with it. The fact that this thing, I mean, normally it's pretty terrible in VATS, but the faster fire rate makes it even worse because, no adhesive from that, because it uses up all of your action points in a blink of an eye, which is pretty, it's a lot. It's not a VATS weapon at all. You got to aim with it using your actual skill, and it's a hit scan weapon, so you could probably get away with it. But anyways, there you have it. That was a Bloodied Firerate +1 perception Gatling plasma. Again, very special thanks to BRB Cats on Fire for lending me this. I probably should want it back after this, I reckon. Oh wait, no, she doesn't like these quote-unquote tampon builds, so she might actually let me keep this. And here's hoping, because I've had a lot of fun with this. If you'd like to see this thing in your game, well, you better get traded and you better see Murmur. You know, if I have to tell you how to get these legendary weapons, you obviously haven't been paying attention to what you actually need to do to grab these weapons. So I'm going to bail out of the server after I clean up all of these piles that I've made, including this one right here. Oh, plasma goo. Okay, that one's ready to go. What about this one? Oh. Maybe it's a server thing. See, once they display as plasma goo, you can't loot the gear from them, but you know they're coming back, so... Maybe it takes a while for the super mutants that I ghoulify, because I did go and check a few times. Probably not in the correct time frame that they would respawn, but they still were labeled as super mutants. They didn't just switch their labels to plasma goo like that. So I'm thinking that might be a little bit of a bug there, but we can slightly increase the chances of respawning, I suppose, if we actually clean it up ourselves. And I'd like to think that that's what happens with this game, because we all know I'm a creation kit no, creation engine expert because I've fucked around on Fallout 4 making companion mods. So I'm basically, I mean, I'm more equipped than 90% of the Bethesda interns to develop this game. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, enough of me talking shit. Thank you for watching, guys.